Therapeutic Goods Administration has just announced that from July 1 this year, MDMA, the active ingredient in ecstasy, and psilocybin, the magic from Magic Mushrooms, will be rescheduled from prohibited substances to controlled medicines. It is absolutely not for recreational purposes, so get that out of your dodgy heads. The surprise move will see authorised psychiatrists given the ability to prescribe patients with either MDMA to treat their PTSD or psilocybin to treat depression. Psychedelic advocacy group Mind Medicine Australia has been agitating for this for years.
It's a huge day. It means that people who are really suffering, who have no treatment options available to them, now can get access to a treatment that's been shown to be safe and effective.
In line with promising international clinical trials, strictly controlled medical settings are a must. The drugs are to be used in conjunction with psychotherapy sessions delivered by an approved psychiatrist.
With the trials for MDMA for PTSD, we're seeing remission rates of somewhere between 63 and 73%. With psilocybin, it's as high as 60 to 80%.
It's not without controversy, however, some experts voicing their concerns that scientific research into the substances is still in its infancy.
It's certainly surprising. We haven't even finished treating the first person in Australia in the context of clinical research, so it does seem a little bit premature to be rolling it out more broadly. The level of evidence isn't quite where we'd expect it to be before a drug becomes a medicine.
Then there's the estimated cost.
The cost of one of these treatments could be as much as $20,000 per patient. And I think the people that need them most will be the least likely to be able to access them.
Currently, about 1 in 3 people with depression have the treatment-resistant kind. So come July 1st, will we see the dawn of a new psychotherapeutic era in mental health medicine?
Well, Michael Raymond is a spokesperson for Mind Medicine Australia. He served in the Australian Air Force for 16 years, and in late 2018 he was medically retired after battling major depression and post-traumatic stress disorder. Michael, thanks for joining us. What do you make of the TGA's move to legalise these two drugs for psychotherapy?
I'm really excited. I'm really excited for Australia. I'm excited for, the veterans and first responders that are really struggling at the moment and have needed a bit of hope and needed another avenue to potentially find some healing. I'm excited for Australia, and I think it's groundbreaking and very progressive.
What did MDMA and psilocybin do for you personally?
For me, it really helped break down a lot of barriers I had with therapy. Really helped me, drop in deeply through, a lot of unconscious barriers that I had there I didn't realise were holding me back from some deeper healing, and having these medicines, it really broke through a lot of that and enabled some deeper transformational change and kind of changed the direction of my life, and it was, amazing.
It got pretty bad for you, didn't it? You had almost taken your life on a number of occasions, is that right?
At one stage, I found myself running out of options, and those things, when you're in a not a very good place, sometimes they come to mind, and for me, I just felt a bit hopeless, and as many veterans probably experience, you think that way, which is really unfortunate.
Thankfully, psychedelics have worked wonders for you, but some critics say that this is very premature, that we haven't even had one clinical trial here in Australia. What do you say about those concerns?
I'd say there are some professionals out there that maybe haven't looked into the body of research that's accessible overseas. There's so much research out there now about the efficacy and about how safe it is, and if they were to look into those research papers and the successes that are happening in trials overseas, I'm sure they might change their outlook a bit.
There'll be people watching this, probably parents watching this, that'll be thinking, geez, is this going to give kids, teenagers, whatever, the green light to go and try this stuff because suddenly the message is going out, this can be good for you or healthy for you? What do you say to them?
Yeah, I think, there's a bit of an education process that needs to happen. There's a lot of information out there that isn't really helping that cause. I mean, in a therapeutic sense and with professionals and in that context, it's quite a powerful, transformative thing. But not to be abused and not to be misused, just like a lot of other legal substances or substances that are used in the medical system. So, I think there's just an education process that needs to happen in that.
And how are you doing today? Has this made you happier, healthier?
Yeah, it's been transformative for me. I've found a better quality of life, and And, you know, like life's ongoing, you're always working on yourself, and I'm definitely not perfect, but it's really helped me connect with family and friends and just live a bit of a happier life, and it's been transformative for me.
Michael, thanks for your time tonight. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And of course, if you find yourself in need of help for any reason, crisis support is always available 24/7 through Lifeline on 13 11 14.